Yo, you already know. It's the football.
Now we do.
It's myself, King Jones. We've got the Podfather here. Amazing news. Mourinho being sacked. I think probably 30 million. Isn't it? It's roughly like 30 million conversation or something like that.
Yeah, conversation. Yeah.
Mourinho's been sacked. First question, I've got two questions to ask you. Yeah, I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
I'll ask you the first one and the second one at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Is the sacking warranted? And also, is Mourinho's tenure at big clubs done?
Okay. So this is what I would say. I think in terms of England, it's done. I think people in Europe will still give him a chance. I don't think people there will turn up their nose at a two-time Champions League winner, multiple league winner. Yeah, I mean Europa Cup winner, all of that. Yeah. So I think in terms of England, it's done. In terms of whether it was justified, it's a tricky one because obviously I'm a Chelsea fan. Yeah. Lampard probably got sacked for less than the job he did at Spurs. My personal view is that it's not justified. But in terms of football, it's all about what comes next. Yeah. So if Spurs hire somebody and they fucking shoot up to third and win a couple of trophies, then hell yeah, it was justified. If they don't and they remain stagnant and the same thing and don't win trophies, then I think it's more in line with my thinking. Yeah, where he out of all the top managers, yeah, why is he given the shortest time? Like if it was a Klopp, Pochettino, Guardiola, I think they would all still be in the job. Spurs are not a sacking club. They're not sack managers. Yeah.
Do you believe
the guy hasn't had one full season?
But would you say?
And he's been sacked.
Would you say that one, it was weird that they sacked him before final when Mourinho was one of the best final managers that we've had, and two, do you think it could be linked with the fact that in a short period of time he's fell out with quite a few players at the Spurs teams, players that the Spurs the Spurs club would probably feel are valuable players, such as Dele Alli, Harry Winks, etc. etc.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Managers fall out with clubs all the time. Yeah, Guardiola has fallen out with many clubs, many managers, many players, and moved them on. Yeah, whether it was Zlatan, they paid 60 million for, fell out with him and was gone the next season. Eto gone. He's had different players try his whole career. Joe Hart or this one or that one or whatever. Yeah. So for me, that falling out with the same player it's not a big deal. There's always casualties to a new regime. That's just the way football is. You bring somebody in, he doesn't fancy the guy, and Mourinho he'll always pick one player to make it like a scapegoat, try and get his point across. Yeah, that's his style of management.
Dembele,
Yeah, but even Dembele, like he came in, he benched him, and then we started to see more of him. But then he's kind of regressed a bit in the last couple of months. But what I'd ask people this is Spurs. Yeah, he got there, they won nothing. He left. They've won nothing. He's got
them to a final.
Huh?
He's got them to a final.
Yeah, but that final doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, I'm saying, like, come on now.
And also, he got them. I think it's probably the first time they've been at the top of the table for.
Let me give an example. Yeah, Arsenal got to a Champions League final. Yeah, in 2007. Yeah,
2006.
It wasn't a sign of things to come. If anything, it was downward from then on. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so. All this, they got to the Champions League fight. That means maybe that team peaked. And that was that. Yeah? And it's a cup competition as well. So unless you're winning it, I don't really see the point of, we go to a final, so we're now a big club. No. That doesn't put, especially if you haven't won anything for like almost 20 years, yeah? That doesn't all of a sudden put you in the category of a top team. So no, I'm not going with that. But my thing more is, club would have been given longer. Guardiola would have been given longer. Yeah. Pochettino would have been given longer.
Yeah.
So why not Mourinho? I feel like with his history and what he's delivered at other clubs,
but would you?
He's earned the right.
You know what I mean? How important is style of play? Because I think that was what made a lot of the people complain about style of play.
The guys talk about style of play, yeah. Then don't hire him, bro. Yeah. The minute you've hired him, you have to know that it can be a rough and bumpy ride until he gets his actual team together. His back line, his keeper, his holding mids, his box to box. It's gonna be bumpy, bro. It's not gonna be quality football. All of that sort of P. Yeah, I mean, so no. I think when you're a team that hasn't won anything for 20 years, you have to take that style of play and throw it in the bin. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about that. It's all about winning. It's all about winning a trophy. That's it.
But would you argue that he didn't look like the old school Mourinho? The team was conceding a lot more. It looked quite Harry Kane. At a point, don't get me wrong, the whole team looked like they were functioning. But it looked quite Harry Kane one-man teamish.
Let me ask you, how many of those players are you taking, even in your state as Arsenal, how many of that back four are you taking?
No back four. Let's go through the team and say who I rate.
Yeah, the keeper you're not taking.
No, I don't. Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I'll tell you who I rate and I don't rate. I don't rate Lloris. Obviously, I rate the left back, the one they signed, attacking wise. I don't
regular,
but he's good.
But even him, is he much better than Tierney?
No, I don't think. I think Tierney's better than him. But I'm saying.
Okay. So you're not taking him.
No. But I'm just saying who I rate and who I don't rate. So outside of Arsenal, who I rate and who I don't rate. I'll be very honest.
Yeah.
You already know I don't rate Aurier. I don't rate Doherty. I don't rate Alderweireld. Now, not that saying he's terrible. Just he's regressed. He's old, isn't it?
Yeah. I
don't rate Dyer. I don't rate Tanganga. I mean, Tanganga's all right. Yeah. I don't rate Sanchez. We both don't rate Sanchez. You don't. You've always been, go to midfield. I think midfield is where they're actually their best. I rate Dembele. I rate Holberg. I think those two are very good partnership. Very, very good partner. One of the best in the league. Very underrated, yeah? I rate Lo Celso, but that guy's always injured. You know what I mean? I barely see him play. Song and Harry Kane. Those are the guys. But I would say out of that team, 4 players. 4 consistent players.
So okay. So we've said it 4 players, yeah? What the hell are you doing with 4 players, bro? What are you hoping to achieve with 4 players? Yeah? Let's have a better squad than you. Chelsea have a better squad. In my view, Arsenal have a better squad.
Let's have a better 11. I don't know.
Better 11. I take that. And for me, that's the best squad because for me, they have 2 players off the bench for me that will come off before the Spurs bench. Yeah, Iheanacho, that Chowdhury boy, they're players. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%.
James Justin.
Yeah, that Fofana guy doesn't even need that Fofana guy. Yeah, he only came in because Sionchu was injured.
Sionchu, had Fofana. Then they have Castagna, James Justin, Pereira.
Yeah, that's their bench. You know what I'm saying? Come on, they have a better squad. So I just don't, when you read the thing is we were all fooled when the beginning of the season the guy got them to top. That's the worst thing he could have done.
Yeah,
he set expectations high. And then they just started dropping. If they had maintained that 4th, 5th, 6th the whole season, I think our expectations are more realistic. And we understand that, this team is trash. Yeah? This team is trash. And no, I say that the players are
terrible. That 6-1 against Man United, was one of the worst things that happened to him.
But that's the thing. Doesn't he get credit for that? Doesn't he get it's just Harry Kane and Song running mad.
It's a poison chalice, isn't it? So it's like, we rate you for that, innit? But now you've set that level, like you said, you're that level manager. You've done it in the past. We expect you to hold it down. But you know
what I'm saying is this, yeah? Any other manager, because Klopp did a couple of things like that in his first season, would have been given time. What I would say is
that obviously, they played better football. He set himself up because he had this season the most winning leagues lost, didn't it? Like, so that West Ham game, so many games where he was ahead and last 10 minutes or 15, they concede a goal, this, that. So it didn't look good. There's nothing, like you said, it's almost like when he came first, he did the same thing in those games. He made his team look better for 60, 70 minutes. And then in the last, they kind of buckled. And it's alarming as a fan watching that more than anything else. Because as a fan, if you're ahead, you're winning 2-1, 2-0, suddenly, 70 minutes in, you concede 2 goals in the last 20, you're like, and you do it.
Yeah.
I think he did like 5.
Okay. Okay, but this is what I say. Yeah? Go back and watch those Liverpool games from Jurgen Klopp's first 2 seasons. They were conceding goals like nobody's business. Guys used to say, tactically, this guy can't defend. He doesn't know how to do a defense. What I will say, Van Dijk comes in for 70 million, yeah? All of a sudden, one of the best defenses in Europe.
What I will say is that I don't think he should be fined. Not before the final. And even though the team weren't playing well and this, that, whatever, I don't think he should be fined. What I will say is that the combination of of how much he was being paid, the manager they rated him as before, the controversy of him digging his players out every game, like just throwing them on the bus and taking no blame. The fact that he wasn't in the top 4, the fact that Harry Kane was playing so well, that Harry Kane's form is killing him. Because the fact that when Klopp was coming top 4, there was no real crazy. I mean, Mane was good, yeah, but there was no crazy standout. There wasn't a guy that was like, oh, he's world class, one of the best players in the world. So when you have everyone playing to a similar level, or Klopp making it, so Mane started playing better with Klopp there. So now it's looking like Klopp making him slightly better or this that. But when you have a guy that's so on form, like he's the top assist man and the top goal scorer, and you're still like 8th or 6th, 7th, yeah, it makes it look like, yo, you're not even doing tactics, bro. He's controlling the team. He's doing everything. Even though I don't believe that, because I think that Mourinho is part of the reason why Harry Kane dropped back, probably why he's focused more on his passing this season. I don't think he's necessarily made about passing, but he's made him have to rely on different abilities. So he's actually helped him as a player. Like, he's improved as a player because of the way Mourinho is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Harry Kane was the first to come out and say it was great working with you.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So all the myth that Harry Kane hates it at Tottenham, I don't think he did hate it at Tottenham, because this is going to be he's got best goal and his contribution season. Like, for a guy that's
it just getting to that age where you might want to try something different. I'm sorry.
Look, let me tell you this right now. If Tottenham was still top of the table on course to win the league, Harry Kane would go nowhere. I don't think I think he just needs one Premier League and he wouldn't be going anywhere. He would stay like Alan Shearer. But I'm saying that combination of Harry Kane being so good, it just made Mourinho look that much worse. Like, just this guy makes it look like you have no tactics. I mean, this guy's just freestyling and he's winning. So I don't think he should have been sacked. I mean,
now listen, it didn't help himself with some of his comments and stuff yet. But I also don't think that he has like a lot of allies in the I don't think he has a lot of allies in the media. So when things don't start going shaky or doesn't really go his way, I think they just love prodding him and creating the controversy and feeding into this narrative that the guy is fighting with everybody, that his players don't like him, that he's terrible to work for, that he's lost it, all this sort of thing. So I don't think that helps either. I think that there's a pile-on, and then before you know it builds up to a crescendo, and then, my man gets sacked. But for me, still the second or third best manager of the last 20 years. I'm saying one of the greatest managers of all time. Still gets my respect.
No, you got Ferguson, you got Guardiola, you got Wenger, there's a few, Ancelotti.
Nah, he's above Wenger for me. There's not even close between him and Wenger. Are you kidding me? Champions League, 2 Champions Leagues, different countries, leagues. Come on. I love Wenger. Wenger's my guy.
Wenger's
Wenger's the 90s, bro.
Wenger's won multiple leagues in different countries. He's won leagues in different countries.
Second?
He's won leagues in different countries.
Well, in Japan.
He won the league with Monaco.
Bro, yeah, but my guys won the Champions League twice in 2 different clubs.
He won the Copa del France.
Wait. My guys 2 trebles. 2. Yeah, treble in Italy, treble in Portugal. Yeah?
Wait, let me tell you. Wenger's got the most FA Cups of all time.
Please. Listen. I not to mention how many times when he came and he completely schooled Fergie and...
he did. But what I say is that Wenger's the first or second best style of play manager we've had in the Premiership.
Bro, he broke Barcelona's dominance in Spain. They're the best team of all time. Goes there with Real Madrid.
Wenger scored the best team goal we've ever seen in the Premiership.
Yeah, whatever, son. Keep lying to yourself.
No. Mourinho's definitely. I think he's good at. People are like, what's he going to do now? I think 100% all the international teams would hire him if he wanted the job. I don't think he wants international. I think Inter Milan still love him. And with Conte, he might win. Conte could just leave any time. I think Juve would love him. Bro, Juve after having because what people understand is that first of all, Juve's team's old, so Mourinho would like it there. 2, they brought in Pirlo, who's not doing well at all. You know what I'm saying? So I think Mourinho would love the Juve team. And I still think that he hasn't managed in Germany, and I think Germany would still respect him to an extent.
Yeah.
PSG will always have the...
it isn't in Napoli and Inter.
I think on Mourinho, the most realistic job I'm looking at is Inter or Juve. I think Juve, because even though Inter might win, I think Conte could still easily leave. And I think that they will probably get rid of Pirlo at some point. So I think he could take you, man. I think he would love you, man. An old team, experienced.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what he does again.
Let me pause this quickly. Yeah, man. So Mourinho getting sacked. I mean, we're going to lose a bit more of the excitement in the Premiership. Some of his interviews were hella weird. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he had some massive highs. Beating Man United 6-1 was one of the best, my favorite games of the season. I'm still a fan of him. Even before we go, I'm just going to say, even though people say he's done, him done is not done. Like, it's not done. It's not. His done is not, oh, he's finished. He can't win a trophy again.
Bro, listen, people want him to be done. People are invested. They want him to be done so bad. They've been saying he's done for the last 5 years, but he still won like 4 trophies in the last 5 years. and big trophies at that. Won the Prem with Chelsea, League Cup with United, Europa League with United. Yeah, I mean. Got to Champions League semi-final with Chelsea, quarter-final with
got to another FA Cup.
With United.
Got to a final with Tottenham,
Listen, they need to cool, relax themselves.
Regardless of the manager that comes in, this Tottenham team needs a rebound. I don't care what anybody
full rebuild,
Full rebuild. I don't look at none of these guys and think, 100% they could improve. I think Dele Alli could get back to somewhat what he was. I think Harry Kane, Harry Winks is probably a better player than what Mourinho thought he was, though I just think he was very decent. But
I think for Tottenham to have any sort of sustained success, you're looking like a whole new defense, new keeper, new midfielders. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole new team almost.
Yeah, of course, and a backup striker because that Vinicius guy ain't. You know what I mean? But you already know. Make sure you follow us on Insta, Nonstop Content. If you need to let us any inquiries, nonstopcontent@gmail.com. It's been myself, Jones.
The Podfather. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment. All of that helps with the algorithm. Cheers. We'll see you soon. Your number one spot for football gossip and just intellectual debate. Get me?
We out.
All right.